Hello everybody. I got a new deck guide for you all. It's about Revenant, Spore, and Dust. You also have the option of bringing in the Ramfire with the Inferno if you need it versus specific matchups. We're gonna play versus Samperty right here. He's gonna play Enchanter Magma, which can win versus our deck, but usually we are the favorite one, and we're gonna see how it plays out. This deck has been dominating the leaderboards. If you wanna check out some mirror matches, just check out my stream today, because we were playing like 10-15 games and all of those games basically were mirror matches. So I'm really glad I recorded this where it's not a mirror match, so I can also show you a different perspective. First up, we have the legendary augment phase. Nothing's gonna happen here. We're gonna deny ourselves the augments. Nobody's gonna get any of those. And what you want to usually do with positioning, you bring in the Rota, the Verminio, and you want to bond with Spore. And usually you want to have our Rota on one side. I like to clump them up on this side or on that side, doesn't really matter. But since we're playing against Enchanter Magma, we're gonna have to spread out a little bit so we are not caught up in the Enchanter clump, which can do a lot of true damage when they cast. And basically we're gonna stay with Spore. We have the option of bringing in the Earth Dagger, which then would give us Dust Revenant on our Ranger without having to rebond. So for round 2, we're gonna bring in the Vermilia. We're actually thinking about bringing in the 2 Rats and rebonding to Dust. So we are gonna play Dust, but actually we decide against it, bring in the Vermilia, and that's gonna be our final setup right here. And like I said, usually I like to clump them up here, but in this case versus the Enchanter, I know they're gonna clump up here against me, so I'm gonna spread out a little bit more than they do. Alright, first round. Basically, round 2 you have a free win, and it's all about killing their first unit before they get to cast. Because as soon as we kill, we get all those juicy shields, all those white bars fill up on our Illuvials, and we're gonna have an easy time winning this matchup. And since we had the first kill, we're gonna win this one. And let's have a look at round number 3. So round number 3, I bring in the 2 reds, then you have 30 mastery points left over. In this case, I just went for the minus energy, because I know if I get minus energy on those 2 enchanters, they're not gonna cast before I kill units, and I'm gonna have the shield to sustain me through this fight. It definitely gets a little bit harder from this point on, because they are bringing Magma, which gives them Grit and Resolve, which is good against me, because I have small damage against that flat damage reduction. But as you can see, the shields shield us from any damage, and as soon as we roll in, we just kill everything. Alright, round 3 in the pocket. Let's check out round number 4. Look at those lads. The gang all together. Beautiful. Round number 4. He was lucky he got Enchanter. But Enchanter is useless for me. So instead of him going 3 points there, he should have just gone 2 points and get another augment for free. Because basically I had to go 3 points either way. So he had the option of not going 3 points and securing another legendary augment. Alright, for round number 4, you're gonna bring in the 2 Mystics. Most of the time. All the time versus Magma Enchanter, actually. And you also have in the late game, if we wouldn't close it out here, we would have the option of going into Ramfire, which also does really good versus Enchanter. The trick with Ramfire versus Enchanter is just you have to be able to position your Ramfire away from the Enchanters. So in this case, Ramfire here would be good, it would be here, would be untouched for a while until it casts his first Omega. And even more important, your Ranger cannot die, because the Ranger Inferno damage is just too big to lose early on in the fight. So what he did here, let me pause real quick. Let's have a close look. So he positioned his 2 Enchanters over here to this side to dodge my minus energy augment. The problem now is, we can also see where his Gazier goes right here. So the problem with this now, my 2 gyros, my 2 reds are coming in here, and the furthest unit from them is those 2 enchanters. So they're gonna roll into them and kill them. So it's kind of a nice idea to dodge the minus energy, but if he does that, he has to bring his Gazier right here, because then my 2 gyros are gonna actually roll over there, and then his enchanters are free and are not gonna be attacked by my abilities. Let's see how that plays out. It's also really good for us that our Vermilia is actually in the middle here. It's not the best focus he has. And we placed our Monk in the front line to get a few units away from the clump. Always good splitting up the clump there. And our Dory is safe in the side. Look at the rats coming in. And everything here dies. We get the shield for the kills. And basically that is what wins us the round. There we go, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this deck guide. Let's not screw it up at the end of this one take. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna be later on streaming today again. I'm gonna be streaming 2 times a day from now on and 2 videos a day. Maximum content for the leaderboard rewards. If you want to check out mirror matches with this meta deck, check out my stream from today. Basically just mirror matches, and you can really learn a lot from that. Have a nice grind. I see you up there in the leaderboards. Peace out. Have a wonderful day. Adios.